one last thing before we go. And the news broke yesterday during the show. I opened PFT Live on the radio side talking about this. The Mike Thomas $100 million contract, 5 years, $100 million. And Chris, I believed that it was down to the Saints wanting to pay 5 years, $95 million, and Thomas wanting 5 years, $100 million. It gets reported as 5 years, $100 million. And then within an hour or so after the show, somebody called me and said, this is not a $100 million contract. It's $96.25 million. Thomas has to do some pretty significant things to make the extra $3.75 million to make it a $100 million deal. But Chris, this happens all the time. The reporters get the information. They don't ask questions. They just rush to Twitter with it. And you know what? As I said during PFT Live on the radio side, in this case, one of the reporters that put it out there, and I'm not going to say who, knew that it was false and still put it out there. And that just, look, I mean, I think one of the things you and I are both committed to at all times is honesty and transparency with the audience. And I don't want to stand up here and say we deserve a medal or a ribbon. I just think it's presumed if you're going to be in this business, you have to have a basic level of honesty and truthfulness and transparency with your audience. And I know we're not talking about a huge difference here, but there is a mental impact of 100. Whoa, it's 100 million. 96.25 isn't 100. It's why they sell things for $5.99 instead of $6. There's something about getting up to that higher number. And Mike Thomas wanted that higher number, and the higher number, as we learned after we spent time talking about it yesterday, the higher number is not the true number.
No, I mean, it's not. It's agent propaganda. It's NFL propaganda. Hey, whenever it comes to these contracts, and I'm very happy that Michael Thomas got his money. Good for him. That's awesome. Life-changing moment. He's worked hard for it. He deserves it. That's great. But yeah, the optics of the situation do look like that he was more obsessed with the $100 million number maybe than some of the specifics. Like I'm not going to lie, I was a little surprised to see, hey, yeah, in the first 3 years of his contract, this is a year later, he's not going to make as much money as Odell Beckham Jr. and some other wide receivers. So, again, players can get a little obsessed with the optics of these type of situations. He's getting his money. That's the good thing. And really, in all reality, come on. These contracts are 3-year contracts. He's going to get 3 years, $45 million, and we're going to see how good he is at that point, and we're going to reassess, and he's going to either ask for more money or the Saints are going to ask to restructure because he's not doing good enough, and they're going to find a new way to finagle out into a new contract that's going to cost them less money.
Yeah, with a lot of quarterback contracts, the checks end up being issued all the way through till the end with a renegotiation in the last year or two. But with a guy like Mike Thomas, by 2022, he's either going to believe he's getting screwed or the Saints are going to believe they're paying him too much. It's going to be highly unlikely that the Saints look at that contract and say, you know what, this guy is exactly at the level that is acceptable to us, and he's not going to think that he should get more. I mean, the market's going to change. The salary cap's going to go up, and I think in 3 years he may hold out again. It worked this time. He may do it again. But the broader point is this. When you see these numbers out there, the initial reports, there is good reason to be skeptical because not only are the agents sometimes lying to the reporters, sometimes the reporters are in on the lie. So wait a while for that true number to begin to surface. Be skeptical about it because in a lot of these cases, they're telling you what they want you to believe, and they're telling you what they want you to tell all your friends, and they want that lie to get all the way around the world before the truth has even a chance to begin to pull its undershorts on.
And the team doesn't care either. The team likes the lie. They benefit from it. They really do because
they want the guy to be happy.
Right, the guy's happy. And it gives them this false sense of where other players around the league, they're not going to look at like you and I and look in the nitty-gritty details of the contract. They're just going to go, hey, look at the Saints. They're taking care of their players. They gave them $100 million. And that's going to go over big with players. So, the teams are not they're not mad when these like fake numbers get released because more times than not, it makes them look better than that they really are.
In the 18 years that I've been doing this, only one time has a team come out and corrected the reports that were leaked by the agent about the value of a contract, and it happened with the Raiders and receiver Javon Walker. The Raiders issued a statement saying that the numbers that were put out for Javon Walker's contract were false. Within an hour after that, the Raiders issued a statement saying, oh, never mind, the numbers were accurate. It's the ultimate Raiders move. The one team that ever disrupts this notion that the player got a good deal does so and then has to say, oh, wait, that really is the deal. Sorry, never mind. All right,
I don't
Chris.
even remember that. That's great. I forgot about all that.
You were playing then. You weren't paying attention to this kind of stuff. You were focused on trying to, it was probably around 2007-ish.
Yeah,
so you were dealing with all those post-spleen issues, trying to get the proprioception. Did I say it right? Proprioception?
Proprioception, yep.
Proprioception.
Did I get made fun of that in the NFL for a little while? I mean, because,
I remember writing stories about that you were having trouble with your body in relation to the rest of the world because not having that spleen was making it hard for you to just function as an athlete.
Yeah, my nervous system had been messed up. They cut me down the middle and basically just stapled me back together. And, things weren't firing in the right sequence and all those things. But that's a story for another time. But, proprioception, you're very good, Dr. Florio.
All right, that's it for today. Chris, enjoy your 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
We'll be back at it on Monday, and I'll be back at it on Friday. Big Cat's going to be in. And let's get to it. Let's go do some copy paste and snarky comment.
Do it. Have fun.
You hadn't said that. You hadn't said that. You really are off. You haven't accused me of copy paste and snarky comment yet.
It's early. I'm just trying to break you into your groove for the season. Just trying to smooth it over. We're good. You're going to hear it a lot.
See you Monday. Everybody else, see you Friday.
Be good.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.